Hey, welcome back to the channel. I'm Carson. Today we're going to get started on our second modification for the 2022 Honda Navi. That's going to be the clutch as well as the variator. Let's get started. The first thing I'm going to need to do in order to install the new clutch and variator is take off this whole cover panel. We will also need to remove this tubing piping thing right there as well. It's going to be just a few bolts and then a screw right here. For the next two bolts, you're going to need a 19mm for the clutch assembly, and then a 7/8 inch or a 22mm for the variator. For removing the clutch, that's where we're going to need our clutch tool. All the clutch tool does keeps the clutch from rotating as you're trying to get that bolt off. For the variator, you will not need anything to hold it into place. The variator nut was significantly harder to get off, but eventually it came off. I'm going to try and place everything on the ground here the same way that it came off. That way I can track where everything's going. For the clutch itself, I need a 39mm socket. However, since I'm dyslexic, I picked up a 36mm. So I have another one that should be getting here today. I'm gonna put this to the side for now and get the variator installed and just hold off on the clutch before I put the whole assembly back together. The one thing you do not want to forget to do when replacing the variator on the Honda Navi is there are some new screws. They're going to be replacing these bolts in the back. That way there's enough clearance. So I'm going to catch that first or I will forget. So the whole reason we had to remove those two bolts is, if you notice, one is a lot shorter than the other. And if we had these silver ones still in, it would not give enough clearance for the new variator. All right, I got hex key. Here is our new variator assembly. Right now there are 11 gram weights in it. I'm gonna keep the 11 gram weights in it because I want it as light as possible. That way the variator engages the clutch quicker on acceleration. Alright, so right now I have the new variator installed. I am waiting still for the new 29mm bolt. That way, sorry, the new 29mm socket. That way I can take apart the old clutch. But I'm gonna go inside until that gets here because it is 97 degrees and humid in the garage right now. Like I'm dripping in sweat. I mean, I keep saying that, but that's just the fact of being in Arizona. There's literally puddles on the ground from where my knees were. So I'm gonna go inside, cool off until that gets here, start editing some other videos. Once it gets here, I'll just jump cut to me working on that. I finally have the 39 millimeter socket now. That way I can take apart the old clutch and then install the new clutch. In order to remove this bolt though, I need to be pressing down, stepping down on this. That way spring doesn't just go everywhere. So I got a stool I'm gonna sit on. That way I can step on this clutch while I get it taken apart. Pretty easy. I want to make sure I keep that. Move old variator out of the way. So that's the old clutch, old spring. I'm gonna need this part out of it to put in the new spring. I'm gonna move the camera setup real quick because I do need to change the springs inside the clutch system right here, and that's gonna be a lot easier over there at the table. So right here I have the clutch. I'm gonna need to take it apart a little bit to install these lighter springs. What these lighter springs will do is as it rotates, because they have a lighter pull weight, the clutch will expand sooner, catching and letting it accelerate more quickly. In order to take that apart though, I'm going to need to switch up my screw a little bit, my screwdriver. One thing I want to be very careful of is there is a long side and a short side. Long, short, long, short. I'm going to line those up. That way when I install these lighter springs, that's something I can't mess up. Now that I have the springs in, I need to fit the big holes in. They went in pretty easily, and then it's a little hard to see, but there are smaller little catches that will need to go in as well. So I got all of them except this one. The way that you'll know that you got it to seat properly is there's gonna be a little lip. That's where these silver pins will go in, but there also needs to be enough wiggle room for that piece as well. So one thing I also made sure to do was have these little retention pins facing out. That way when gravity spins, they're pushing outwards, outwards, outwards. All right, and that is our new clutch. I believe I got it installed properly. Let's move back over to the Honda Navi and get that installed. All right, we have the new clutch set up. So now we're gonna put the spring back on, clutch on top. I need to make sure there are two straight sides that line those up as best I can. That way when I step down on the clutch, that those are lining up properly. All right, I got the nut hand tightened to start. So that is the clutch assembly set back up. Now need the rest of the clutch. One thing you don't want to forget is at the very bottom here, there's a darker bolt as well as a small spacer. You're going to want to place the spacer behind the metal part right here, bolt, and then into the hole. For this last metal piece, it is going to slide in like that, tilt up, and you're going to screw that screw in just like that. The very last thing to do to get all the way closed back up is we want to fit this tubing lip. There's a little divot right here. You can just align that, bring the clamp back over, and then tighten that back up. Moment of truth, cover's back on. We're going to turn it on, see if it still works. All right, that worked. Before I installed the new clutch, Contra Spring, and Variator, I took the 2022 Honda Navi out on a drive when the weather was nice to get an acceleration speed as well as a top speed. I'll insert that clip now. For those clips, I did 4 trial runs, one time heading west, one time heading north, one time heading south, and one time heading east. That way I would have 2 directions, west then east, 2 directions, north and then south. That way I could get a average between the 2 speeds in case there was wind or in case there was altitude change. I don't think there's that much though. That would give you an idea of the Honda Navi's performance before the modifications. Now that I am done installing the Contra Spring, the new clutch, and the new Variator, I'm going to insert a clip. That way you can see its new performance. Hopefully there's some improvements with the new modification parts. I'm not sure right now because it is windy and there's a dust storm outside, so I don't want to take the motorcycle out because it would not be the same testing conditions. After I've taken that test, then I will follow up with a clip of the results, comparing them, and then what we've learned from that. If this is a video that you enjoyed, make sure that you hit that like button as well as subscribe for future content. Thanks, and have a great rest of your day.